Welcome to DrupalBrief. This is an AI-generated summary of another video, podcast, or blog post. If you want to learn more about what's being discussed here, then please go check out the source. This podcast is sponsored by Drupal Forge. Drupal Forge is an open-source, lightning-fast demo, development, and testing platform. It spins up Drupal sites in less than 5 seconds, complete with a browser-based VS Code. Want to try Drupal CMS, Drupal AI, Experience Builder? No need to install anything on your laptop. Drupal Forge has you covered. Even Composer, Drush, and AI keys are pre-installed so you can hit the ground running. Demo Drupal in less than 5 seconds only at Drupal Forge. Please take a second to click subscribe. We're a new podcast and this helps us a lot. Okay, that's it. Ready? Here we go.
Okay, let's just forget everything you thought you knew about finding stuff online. Seriously, the data, it's telling this really clear story. Your basic online habits, they're being reshaped, and faster really than any tech shift we've seen before. We're talking about a pretty profound transformation here, moving us from just like certain, typing keywords into Google to something more like asking, like having a conversation. So on this deep dive, we're going to unpack how these AI chat agents are fundamentally changing your whole web experience. Our mission today, let's journey through how the web evolved, like surprisingly fast, figure out where we actually are right now. And then maybe most importantly, explore what all this means for your future online. Prepare to have your view of the internet, well, maybe recalibrated a bit. Right, so to really get how big this shift is, we kind of need to look back first. Just a quick history lesson. Think of it like a sprint through web history. What did each stage teach us about connecting with information? What could we do differently? So first up, the static web. Back in the 90s, the big idea there. Democratizing access. Information for everyone. Suddenly, all this content, it moved from, library shelves to your screen, globally accessible, no more physical walls. You could read, learn, explore. It led to this explosion of really niche content, which was great. But, well, it was mostly a one-way street, right? Like reading a digital scroll. Okay, then around, 2004, the social web blew up. And the revelation then was interactivity. That's what drove this massive growth and connection. APIs, application programming interfaces were key. They let different software talk to each other. So we went from just reading to reading and writing. You weren't just consuming anymore. You were part of it, giving feedback, creating stuff, engaging. That's how we got AIM, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Communication became instant, short bursts, really personal. And let's be honest, a lot of us are still living very much in that social phase. Then maybe a decade later, say 2014, we started hearing about Web 3.0, the semantic web or decentralized web. This brought in the idea of read, write, own, owning your digital stuff, content, finance, whatever. It also promised that the web would sort of understand information contextually, not just display. That's still, emerging. It's happening, but it's an undercurrent. And now, almost before we've even settled into Web 3, we're smack in the middle of Web 4.0, the intelligent AI-powered web. And this one, it feels like the fastest, most dynamic shift yet, by far.
It really is. And what's truly fascinating, like you said, isn't just the steps, it's the speed. The acceleration is just blistering. Look at those dates you laid out, the time between these big shifts. It's gotten dramatically shorter each time. And that's not random. It's directly tied to that exponential curve in tech development, computing power, basically. It goes back to things like Moore's Law, artificial intelligence as a concept. It's been around since the 60s. But the tech just wasn't there, not fast enough, not powerful enough. Now, with things like LLMs, large language models, the engines behind these chat agents, they can process and generate human-like text at, an incredible scale. We're finally seeing that potential unleashed. So the critical takeaway for you listening right now is this. The time you had to adapt to the social web, to figure out social media, it was way longer than the time you're going to have to figure out this AI-powered intelligent web. It's moving much faster. And importantly, this isn't about replacement. It's profound augmentation. The static web, the social web, they aren't going away. They're being integrated. They're the foundations. Like blockchain tech from Web 3.0, it's still evolving, integrating into supply chains, banking, lots of places. This AI web isn't wiping the slate clean. It's building smarter, more sophisticated layers on top, and it has to, because user expectations for speed and personalization, they're just shooting up.
Yeah, that makes sense. And that really brings us right to the core of what we're digging into today. Because with all that history, the real turning point for us right now is how we actually get information. This huge shift is happening. It's changing how we behave online. Basically, search is out, asking is in. And the data you mentioned, it's not just interesting, it's kind of staggering.
Oh, absolutely. The numbers really paint the picture right now. Get this. 80% of users, they're resolving 40% of their searches without clicking on a website. Just think about that. 40%. Mostly because of those AI overviews you see in search results now, or tools like ChatGPT. And we're seeing these dedicated AI chat platforms, Perplexity, Claude, Gemini. Their traffic is up 81%. That's faster growth than any tech platform before, ever. And this hits traditional search hard. Google's click-through rate for the #1 spot, it's tanked from like 7.3% back in 2004 down to just 2.6% in 2023.
Wow, 2.6%.
Yeah. And why? Because for informational stuff, how do I boil an egg? Or what's the capital of France? You don't need to click anymore. The AI just tells you. That tiny 2.6% that's left, that's mostly transactional when you actually want to buy something. Or, importantly, when you need to validate something from an official source, not just get a quick fact. And that's the crucial difference, right? When you search, you're the detective. You expect to sift through links and find it yourself. It's active. But when you ask, you expect a guided response. A synthesis. You're kind of outsourcing the mental work. You expect the AI to do the heavy lifting, give you a precise answer, maybe even offer to do something for you. Like that University of Maryland example. Imagine asking its chatbot, how do I get into Maryland? Instead of getting, 259,000 links to sort through.
Quite a nightmare.
Exactly. You get a direct link maybe, but also an offer right there. Want help applying, need scholarship info, all in one chat. It's not just faster. It's a fundamentally better, smoother experience.
That is incredible. And it says so much about what we actually want, doesn't it?
Yeah.
ChatGPT hitting 100 million users faster than anything else.
Yeah.
It's because it gives people that amazing tailored experience.
Yeah.
It taps into something basic.
Yeah.
We want to do less work. We don't want to dig around. We want that personalized answer right now.
Precisely. That's where these AI chat agents really shine, delivering truly individualized experiences, something that, frankly, humans or traditional websites just can't do at scale. LLMs don't have the same bottlenecks. And this also means a big consolidation of experiences and content. Think about a complex organization like a big university. You've got prospective students, current students, alumni, faculty, all needing different things.
Yeah, their websites can be mazes.
Right. An AI chat agent can act like an individualized portal for each group, supporting everyone effectively without that confusing navigation. And beyond making users happier, these chatbots, they're giving organizations probably the best user research they'll ever get. Seriously. You get real raw data on what people are actually trying to do, what their problems are, what they really mean. It's way better than surveys or guessing.
Consolidation of experience and amazing user research. Okay, that's a powerful combo. So let's make this more concrete. We all have those daily frustrations with complex systems. How could this asking approach actually change things in the real world? Maybe start with dealing with the government, something we all love.
I'm just government services. Perfect candidate.
Yeah.
The classic example is the permit process, right? Remember spending hours just figuring out which permit form you needed, sifting through endless PDFs, making calls, maybe not even knowing if you needed one.
Oh, yeah. Painful memories.
A chatbot could literally save you half a day, maybe more. The AI solution is about smarter cities, faster answers, self-service. The bot asks you questions. Doing electrical, plumbing, foundation work. It figures out if you need a permit. And then it could actually guide you through the application conversationally, maybe even replacing those awful multi-page online forms. Plus, the government gets amazing data on what people are struggling with so they can actually improve their real services. Okay? Or think about higher education. So many pain points there, too. Admissions pages can be overwhelming. Finding info on financial aid, scholarships, mental health support, visa stuff for international students. It's a lot for diverse groups. The AI solution is more like individualized advising. Imagine a third-year student asking the AI agent, hey, I love music. Can I take an extracurricular that also counts towards my major? The AI, if it has secure access to their profile, their credits, the course catalog, it could give a personalized contextual recommendation instantly. That's something a human advisor would struggle to do on the spot in a quick meeting, right? The AI connects all that data computationally. And nonprofits, they often juggle very different audiences. You've got donors trying to give money and beneficiaries trying to get help. Their websites often struggle to serve both well. It gets cluttered. So the AI can offer better service delivery, better resource navigation, tailored experiences for each group. It helps donors find easy ways to give, helps beneficiaries navigate complex support systems or find specific programs. It doesn't replace vital community outreach, but it complements it. It frees up the human staff for the really empathetic, high-touch stuff.
Those are great examples. They really show the efficiency side. But it does make me wonder, Does this shift towards just asking and getting the answer risk, maybe oversimplifying things?
Yeah.
Or even discouraging critical thinking if you're just handed the result? And, with AI transforming so much, the big question everyone has is, are our jobs safe? Is AI going to replace us? It's definitely on people's minds.
It's a huge question, a very valid human concern. And the message I really want to land is this. AI isn't about replacing humans. It's about amplifying human potential. Jobs will still absolutely exist. We need people to design these intelligent experiences, to create the quality content that feeds the AI, and to personalize those interactions. McKinsey actually put out some insights last year suggesting by 2030, maybe 30% of hours worked in the U.S. could be automated.
30%. That sounds like a lot.
It does, but the key is what gets automated. It's mainly the repeatable, trivial tasks, the routine stuff. This should free up humans to focus on higher value work, more creative, strategic thinking. The real competitive advantage won't just be having AI, it'll be mastering that human-AI collaboration. Using AI speed for the grunt work, but keeping human judgment for strategy and ethics. And, for anyone hearing, SEO is dead. That's just not true. It's a myth.
Okay, good to know.
SEO isn't dead, it's evolving. It'll become AEO, AI Engine Optimization, or GEO, Generative Engine Optimization. It's adapting to these new chat interfaces, just like it adapted when video took off or social media, and actually tools like ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, they'll help us do our jobs faster, keep up with this pace. They're tools, not replacements. But the human in the loop, that part is absolutely critical. You can't just let the AI run wild. That often leads to, poor experiences, or those hallucinations where the AI just makes stuff up confidently. Which is why user trust is everything. We have to build these systems to control the AI's responses. Make sure they only answer based on trusted, verified information from the organization itself, your website. It becomes even more important for validation. For linking back to the official source, we saw this with that infamous par for $1 legal case, right? A chatbot gave bad advice based on who knows what, and it caused real problems. So for your content strategy in this AI world, the core principle actually doesn't change that much. It's still write good, high-quality content that solves real problems for your audience. But expect massive consolidation. Content might become more like a service, centralized into clear data models, often using what's called a headless CMS. Think of that as just a central bucket for your content, organized so any system, website, app, AI chatbot can pull from it easily. We're seeing platforms adapt. Like in the Drupal world, there are initiatives like Markdownify. It helps reduce token count, basically making AI interactions cheaper and faster. And LLM.ext, which helps these language models crawl and understand your content better. And finally, the skill of prompting becomes vital. You know the saying, garbage in, garbage out.
Yeah. Human expertise in crafting the right questions and instructions for the AI is crucial. To guide it, clarify things, stop it from giving bad advice, especially for sensitive stuff like legal or medical questions. Wow. Okay, so this deep dive really shows the web is changing incredibly fast.
Yeah.
Faster than ever, maybe. This shift from searching to asking is not some far-off future thing. It's happening right now. And the potential seems huge for experiences that are more personal, more efficient, just more relevant across, pretty much everything. It's a fascinating time, pretty fast-moving, but exciting to watch unfold.
It really is. And this speed, this evolution, it demands that we all keep learning, keep adapting. Constantly, we have to invest in ourselves, to stay ahead of this curve, or at least keep pace with it. So maybe here's something to think about as we wrap up. As AI fuels more competition, maybe creates more noise with all this easily generated content, how will your brand, your organization, how will your unique human touch stand out? Especially in a world that I think still deeply craves that authentic connection and maybe above all, trust. That's the real challenge, isn't it? And also the big opportunity going forward.
That is a wrap on today's Drupal Brief. Remember, this was an AI-generated summary, so be sure to check out the original source for the full story and all the details. Before you go, if what you heard today got you excited about trying something new in Drupal, remember that Drupal Forge has you covered. Whether you want to test that new module, demo a concept to your team, or just explore the latest Drupal features, you're literally 5 seconds away from a fully loaded development environment. No downloads, no setup, no hassle. Just pure Drupal innovation at your fingertips. If this episode was helpful, please hit that subscribe button and leave us a review. It really helps other Drupal developers discover the show. Thanks for listening, and we'll catch you on the next Drupal Brief.